Hey everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm an indie game dev currently working on a Soar, a shoot 'em up roguelike game. And in this video I will teach you how to make outline 2D art. For this tutorial I use Adobe Photoshop and my Wacom Cintiq drawing tablet. But you can follow this tutorial with a different setup and software that supports layers and, in the best case, clipping masks. I also use some download brushes. The links for the packs are in the description. So I created a 900 by 1135 pixels big canvas. And first I filled in a color that's a bit more calming for the eyes than white. Now it was time for the sketch. This is all about what your character looks like. You decide the proportions and perspective. The sketch can be super simplistic and rough. If you have the most important things in a sketch, it's enough. As you saw, I first took the shape tool, made a perfect circle, and then drew the head sketch over it. Then I put some perspective lines on the head and added the rest of the body. You might have also noticed that I sketched with a color and not black. Later, when doing the final line work, you will see that it's easier to keep the sketch and line work apart when the sketch is colored and the outlines are black. And another tip, because the sketch doesn't need to look clean, I here and there took the lasso tool and selected a part of the character, for example the sword, and moved it around. This helps you with correcting the proportions of the character without redrawing and redrawing and redrawing. Now, after some good old sketching, it's time for the final line work. You just basically make a cleaner and a bit more detailed version of the sketch. I will do this in black, but nothing speaks against taking a different color for the outlines. I recommend not taking the same brush size everywhere. It just looks more interesting when there's variation in the line thickness. And after this, it's time for color. I first filled in the basic flat colors, then shading with slightly darker colors, but not black with low opacity. The same with highlights, but a lighter color. Now on the clipping mask layer, I added color variation with a subtle purple and a soft brush. This color variation makes the whole coloring so much more interesting, and that's what we want. I also added some texture with my watercolor stamp. With a nice background added, we can call this piece finished. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, I would highly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. See you next time then, cheers!